Okay, so let's start. So I'll first of all tell how we can install the software. Then we'll go to the session. Okay. So first of all, I think the person Amar. Amar, are
Yes,
you a
ma'am.
student or a working professional? Student, right?
Working professional, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So what you need to do is you need to create the account in autodesk.com. Okay, because
Okay.
we'll be
Okay.
providing you with 1 year student license. You need to go to autodesk.com. Then here you're having an option for sign in. If you click
Okay.
here in sign in, you'll get an option to create account. Okay, you just need to
Okay.
uh, select that one and you can just create the account.
Okay.
Okay, after creating the account, you just need to send your profile details. That means, let me log into my profile. I'll show you what details you need to send it. Okay, just a second. Let me complete my. Okay, then you need to just log into your account. Then just
Okay.
send me this screenshot. Okay,
Okay.
screenshot. When you click this, your account, then you'll get these details. Okay, that is your name and your mail ID. If you send that, I'll give you an access for the software. So when I give you the access, you can just click on the same in your account. In that, you are having the options for products and services. Okay, click that one. So once I give the access, it will take 10 to 15 minutes. You'll get a mail also. Okay, after that, you can just open this. From here, you have to go to products and services. Okay, then here you'll get the option for the Revit architecture. So in this, I'm having all the access. So for you, you'll get it as Revit like this. Okay. From here,
Okay.
you can just select the version, whichever one you want. You can select it from 2023 to 2026. Don't download 2026 version. You can use 23, 24, or 25.
Okay,
Then if
ma'am.
it is your 64-bit, you can just select this one. From here, you can use download option. Okay. So if you are
Okay.
facing any problem while downloading or installing, you can just send the screenshot to that WhatsApp group is there, no? So that I can assist you to complete your installation.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Okay.
Okay. So that is regarding the installation. So let us go directly to the software. So in this, we'll be doing in this training program, we'll be doing the architecture modeling portion. So this is the software. In this, I have installed 2025 version. If you take 23, 24, or 25 in modeling, almost all the softwares, all the versions are same. Okay, so just double click the software and open it. As you know, Revit is a product of Autodesk. We don't only use this software for 3D modeling. We can do the estimation, we can do the sheets, we can extract the sheets from that. Then we can do the rendering, walkthroughs and all. So it is not only a 3D modeling software, and we can use this software in order to work with all the disciplines like architecture, structure, MEP. So that we can do the coordination also. In the single model itself, you can get the architecture, structure and MEP model, and we can do the multidisciplinary coordination and all. Okay. So in that, from that, we are limiting our training to the Revit architecture modeling only. Okay. So the software is getting opened. So if you're having any doubts in between, you can just stop me and ask, okay, so that I can clear and go forward.
Okay.
So this is the first interface of the software. You can see on the left side, we are having two options called models and families. Models are nothing but the project what we are doing. That is known as the models. Families are nothing but the components. That means windows, doors, furnitures, everything comes under families. And project is nothing but it is a combination of components. Like wall is also a family, we can call it as a family, right? So we can combine all the families or the components and create a model. Okay, so in order to do the plan section, elevation, 3D modeling and all, we go for the models. If you want to do any windows, doors, furnitures kind of things, we open the families. So that once you create a family, you can save it, you can use that particular family in any of the projects. So I think you might have used AutoCAD, right? In that we are having design center options and all and block and all, right? So the same one can be used in different projects. In the same way, in Revit, we call it as family. Okay. So model means the project what we are doing. So in that, the first option you have is open and the next one is new. So if you are having the existing model, you can just click here and open the model. If you're going to create a new model, then you can go to new option. Okay. These things we'll be discussing later. Family. Family again, if you want to create any furniture, you can go to new option. Or if you are already having a furniture, you want to just edit it and use it, then you can go with open and all. Okay. So these are the two things first we will be focusing on. On the right side, you can see recently opened files are there. Some of the models are there. See, some of the models are open, and in below we can see some of the families are there. Okay, families, and if this one is actually a footing family, isolated footing families and all. Here you are having a table family and all. Okay. So now we'll see how we start with the software. So for that, I'll just go to the new model option because I'm starting up with a new model. And you need to remember, if I save this model, it will be saved as .rvt file. So as you know, how we say that in AutoCAD, .dwg is the extension of AutoCAD, right? In the same way, in Revit project or Revit model, we called it as .rvt. Okay. So I'm taking up a new model. From that, I'm having template file option. So if I use this drop down and check, I can see different template options are there. Construction, architecture, structure and all. As I already told you, Revit is not only used for the architecture modeling, we can work with different disciplines. So um, we'll be working separately with different disciplines because architecture will be working in separate template, structure will be working with separate template, MEP will be working with separate templates. Okay, so in the same way, for doing the architecture modeling, I need to pick up one template. For architecture modeling, we'll use a template called default metric. Okay, in order to choose that template, I need to go to the browse option. From the browse option, you can see we are having an option for the templates. It will directly take us to this template. Okay, once you install the software, the templates will be automatically installed. I'll show you the location where this template is installed because you need to remember that so that you can browse and pick that template. So if I pick this drop down, you can see in local disk C. You'll be installing the software in local disk C, or if you are installing it in D drive, also your template will be saved in C drive. Okay, so in local disk C, in program data, you'll be having a folder called Autodesk. In that, we'll be having again a folder called RVT 2025. Again, in that, you'll be having template. In templates, again, you'll be having a folder called English. In that, you'll be having the metric system templates. So I'll use this English. In that, what I'll use, it is default metric. So as I already told you, for the model, the extension is .rbt, whereas for the template, the extension is .rte. So by seeing the extension itself, we can understand that whether it is a model or a template. Yes. Yes, Hitesh. Any issues?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
the new participant had joined.
Okay.
Uh, even can we understand the software installation again, please?
Yeah. Can I do at the end of the session?
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I'll complete the training and at the end, I'll show you the installation again. Okay.
Okay,
I have
ma'am.
recorded that also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So from this, I'll be choosing the template called default metric. Okay. For the architecture modeling, I'll use the template default metric. What is the extension of the template? That is .rte. Okay. Just open that one. So I have selected my template in which I'm going to work. Then just click on OK. I can use any of the templates, but what are the, that means the views which are required for the architecture modeling, everything is set in default metric.rte. That's why for the easiness, I'm choosing that default metric.rte template. Okay, then click on just OK. So I have selected a new project. In that, I have just chosen a template called default metric. Okay. So this is the main interface of the Revit software. You can see here you are having a R option. If you select that one, you can see the restore option is there, close option, everything is there. And at the top, you can see the rest of the things are known as the quick access toolbar. That means what are the tools you require, that means frequently use, you can just uh, take or you can just place those tools here so that you can frequently use it in an easier manner. Okay, so you can see the open is there, save is there, and some print option is there. And some of the tools which we frequently use in Revit is already displayed here. If you want, you can add some by selecting this arrow or a drop down. If you select the drop down, you can see some of the options are already ticked. If you want to customize, you can select this customize quick access toolbar so that you can just add some of the tools what you require. Okay. Then comes in between, we are having the details of the softwares. So the first thing is Autodesk Revit, that is a software. Next comes the version 2025.4 is my version what I have installed. Next comes the project name, that is project 1 is my project name. And I'll tell you this floor plan level 1 after some time so that you can understand. Okay, now I'm not telling about all these things. At the right, you're having an option for the Autodesk account. Since you'll be using your student version, you need to log into your Autodesk account, then only you can use this software. Okay. And here you're having different options called file, architecture, structure, steel, precast. All these are known as the tabs. Tab. Okay. In the architectural tab itself, you are having different panels. Build is there, circulation, model, room and area. All these are known as the panels. Okay. And at the left side, you're having an option for the properties, and the right side, you're having an option for the project browser. So properties means whatever things we model or we select, the properties of that particular component will be visible in this project, in this properties. All the details of that particular element will be visible in this properties box. On the right side, you're having an option for the project browser. Okay, so that project browser, what it does is whatever things we create in this, that means different floor plans, different ceiling plans, different elevations, schedules, sheets, families, all those uh, will be displayed here, or we can choose all those from this project browser. Okay, so if this property box and project browser is not there, we cannot use Revit. So if it is closed, by mistake, I have closed my property box and the project browser, we need to get it back. Then only we can work on it properly. Just you can right click here, and here you are having an option for the properties. You need to just click on this properties. So you'll get the properties bar here. Again, right click here. If you want a project browser, come to the browser option. You can just click on the project browser. So you'll get the project browser here. Okay, it should be there every time. Okay, next we'll be going with, okay, I'll show you. If you can use this option, you can just right click and take up the properties and browse project browser. Instead of that, you can just go to modify tab. In the modify tab, you're having the properties here. If I just untick that, that means click on that one, see the property box is not there. If I click back again, you'll get this property box. Okay. Okay. Next, let me go to in the same way in the project browsers. If you want to pick up this project browser, you're having in the view tab, in the user interface, you'll be having this project browser. You can just tick that project browser, then only it will be visible. Instead of going here and selecting, you can just right click and go to the properties, and in the browser, you can use project browser. That would be easy. Okay. Now, this is my workspace. You can see 4 bubbles are there. These are known as the elevation bubbles. Okay. So this is actually a elevation, north elevation. This is south elevation. This is east, and this is west. You need to model everything in between these elevation bubbles. Then only you can see different elevations of that. If we are modeling outside that elevation bubble, then you cannot see that particular elevation, because these are actually the elevation. We can call it as elevation cameras. Okay. So you can just select this camera, and you can just use your left mouse button and move it if you want. That means if the space is less, you can just move it like this. Select the camera, click on the left mouse button and just move it. Selection is similar to AutoCAD itself. Okay, you can just move it like this if your workspace is less. Okay. So this is about the introduction of Revit. Then, so you can see at the bottom, you are having some options here. At that, you can see at the bottom, first one is 1:100. That means the scale is already set into 1:100. Okay. So I'll tell you about the scale after some time. Just I want to tell you, we'll be initially working with a scale of 1:100. Okay. Now, I think the interface is clear, right? Is it clear? Any doubts? Okay. I think no, I'll just continue.
No,
So,
ma'am.
okay. So before going on to, so let us see how we will start the project. I need to set the units first. So for that, you can just type UN. Just need to type UN. No need to press any enter or anything. Just type UN. Okay, when you type UN, then automatically the project unit option will be, dialog box will be opened. In that, you are having different units. That means angle unit is there, area unit is there, cost per area, everything is there. So here what I'm going to do is I need to change the length units. If suppose I'm going to work in centimeters, what I'll do, I'll change this length units from mm to centimeter. For that, I'll pick this one. Okay, what I have selected is I have selected the length units, that is 1235 mm is there. I'll just select that one. So from here, I'll change the units from millimeter to centimeter. So from here, I'll use this drop down and select the centimeter option. Okay. And if you want to add any round of decibels also, that means after decimal points, if you want to give some decimal values, from here you can use this. That means if you're working with meter and all, you'll require this decimal options. If you're working with centimeter, definitely it is not required. Okay. So if you want to add 2 decimal places, you can select this 2 decimal places, so that if you give a 5, that will be 5.00. You can give it as 5.25, 5.75 and on. Okay. So I'm choosing 0 decimal places itself because I'm going to use the centimeter option. Just click on OK. So here the one thing you should remember is, if I am modeling a wall, okay, wall of length 100 centimeter, then if I come here and change the centimeter to mm, then that 100 centimeter wall will be converted to 1000 mm. Understood? So once I model it in centimeters, if I change the units, it will be automatically converted to that particular unit. That means if we are drawing 100 centimeter wall, if I change the units to mm, it will change it to 1000 mm. Okay, everything is like that itself. If we go with the angle and all, everything will be converted. Okay, so the rest of the things while we use, I'll just come to this units and explain you. So now I have changed my length units to centimeter. Then click on OK. Now, as you can see in Revit, we'll be working with the levels. That means I need to create the levels first. With the levels only, I'll start modeling my components. Okay. So in order to create the levels, as you know, my levels will be visible in which view? In any of the elevation views, right? Levels means what? Height of the structure, right? That means if you are having a plinth, if you are taking the plinth height as 45 centimeter, then that 45 will be visible in which, in any of these elevation, any of the elevations, right? So here you are having, as I told you, I'm having 4 different camera views, 4 different elevations. In the right side in the project browser itself, see, I'm having the elevation option here. From that, you're having east, north, south, and west. You can take up any of the elevations in order to create the levels. Because you know levels will be same in any of the views, right? So you can take up any of the elevations. If you come to elevations, then only you can create the levels. Okay. So in order to open that level, I need to double click that particular one. So if I'm going to open the south elevation, I'll just select this. I need to double click on this south. If I double click here, you can see my south elevation is opened. Okay. Now you can see by default 2 levels are here. Okay. Now I'll just rename these levels. Okay. I'm selecting this level. I'm going to use this level as ground floor. Okay. I just select this level and click on the name. That is level 1 is the name of that particular level. I'll select that level, name of that particular level. Then I'll change it to ground floor. You can give any name. Okay. After typing that, I'll just click outside. Then what it is asking, would you like to rename corresponding view? Yes. See, here in the floor plans, it was level 1 before. Now it is changed to ground floor. See that next, these are the 2 levels. By default, it will be there. Okay. So I'm editing those levels now. I have not created any level or anything. I'm editing those levels. Now you can see in the floor plans, I'm having another level called level 2. This is the level. Now I'll select this level and change this level to name of that particular level. So I'm clicking on this level 2 and I'll change this name to, if suppose above the ground level, I need to create a level called plinth level. I'll give it as PLINTH, plinth level. Then just click outside. Again, it will ask, would you like to rename corresponding level views? Just click on yes. You can see now my level 2 has been renamed as plinth level. Now, if I want to adjust the height of that particular level, this is my elevation. So from the ground, I'm assuming the plinth height as 45 centimeter. Okay. Now I'll change the dimension of this particular level. So for that, I'll select the level first. After selecting the level, I'll select this 400. That is the elevation. Okay, I'll select that and type my value as 45. Then click on enter. Now you can see the level has moved down. Okay. Because now the distance between the ground floor and the plinth level is 45. Now you can see it is already combined with each other, right? The text is not actually clearly visible. So in order to change all this, I'm going to change the plinth level. So I'll just select that plinth level. If I select that plinth level and zoom in and see, you are getting an elbow option here, a zigzag pattern here. So that is known as elbow. Okay. If I pick on that elbow, you can see now it has come down. That means only the level is not moved. Okay. Now I can just pick this center option, this center bubble, and I can drag it upwards. Is it clear? I can select it, click on this elbow, and I can just drag it and place it wherever you want. We are not changing the height. I'm just changing the position of the text. That's it. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So till now, what we have done was already levels were there. I have just edited those levels. Now let me create new levels. In order to create new levels, I need to go to this architecture tab. In architecture tab, in datum panel, you're having an option for level. Okay, so this is the thing we need to click so that we can create the levels. You can just click this one or you can use the shortcut called LL. Just type LL, no need of any enter or anything. You can give it as capital LL or small LL. So when you use LL option, you are getting two different options, draw options here. Okay, the first thing you can see it is line, and the next one is you can see it is pick line. Okay, so first thing is line, right? So I'll select this line option. So how you draw the line in AutoCAD? In the same way, if I pick first point and the second point, a level will be created. So if I move this one, you can see temporary dimensions are coming in my cursor. See 150, 200 and 280. So in whichever point I want my level to start, I can just pick that first point and this as my second point. So you'll get a level like this. Okay, but again, you need to adjust all these. Okay, I'll just come out of the command. That means I'll press escape. Okay, just again, you need to 2 times I'll press escape so that I'll come out of that command. Now I'll select this level. You can see I need to adjust it according to this position. So I can just use this bubble and I can just drag it like this. And the same way here also you're having a circle option that is bubble. Okay, again, you can just drag it like this. You need to set it like this because in elevation, you can see if you are taking up any elevation drawings into the sheets, then all these will be in the same line. Okay, so you need to work on this. Instead of that, I'm just removing this. Okay. After removing that, I'm just clicking on the levels again. Here you are having an option for pick line. I can use this pick line option. Directly, I can give a value here. That means it will just work like an offset command in AutoCAD. Okay, so I can just give a value here. So from the plinth level, I'm going to create a level of lintel bottom. Okay, lintel bottom. So I'm taking the height of lintel bottom from the plinth level as 210. So I can give the offset value here as 210. Then if I move the cursor here, I can just click on any of the, not any of the levels, as I told you, from the plinth, my lintel bottom level is at 210. So from this level, you can see if I'm placing the cursor above that particular level, it is coming, a dotted line is getting generated above that particular line. That means if I pick here, what happens? A level will be created above that particular plinth level. If I bring my cursor down to that plinth level, you can see what is happening. A dotted line is created below. That means if I pick here, what will happen? A level will be created below this plinth level at a distance of 210 centimeter. Okay. So as we know, we need to get the floor plan here. Once I create a level here, it should be visible in floor plans also. So I need to click on this create floor plan, then only pick on this. Okay, now I need a level above plinth level, 210 centimeter above the plinth level. So my position is correct. Now I'll just pick on this. You can see throughout it will come. Okay. So now a level 4 is also generated in floor plans. Now I'm going to create a lintel height of 15 centimeter. So already I'm in this command. If you're coming out, that means if you press escape, you have come out of that offset option. Again, you press escape. That means you have completely come out of that command. Okay, you need to just press escape 2 times. Okay. So again, I have taken up the level option. From this, I'll just use this pick line option. As I told you, from the level 4, I need to create a level 15 centimeter above level 4. So here I'll just give an offset of 15. Then you need to check whether create floor plan is strict or not. It is strict, so it will be automatically created. I need to just zoom in. Zoom in and zoom out are just like in AutoCAD. You can use the scroll button for the zoom in and zoom out. I'm just placing my cursor on the lintel bottom. So now I'm creating the lintel top. So I'll click here so that you can see level 5 is also created. Again, I need to create my brickwork will start again from the level 5, right? From the lintel top to the roof bottom. So I'll change this height. Now I'm going to create a level of 300 centimeter above the plinth level. Okay, so I'm giving an offset of 300 here. Pick line, I have chosen the pick line option itself. Create floor plan, I have selected. I have given offset of 300. From here, I'll just pick this plinth level option. So from the plinth only, I have given the dimension as 300. Okay. So from whichever level you want, you can select that level so that from that level, you'll get an offset of that particular value. So I'm just picking it here. You can see my level 6 value is 345. Why? Because this is the elevation. That means from the ground floor only, it will show these values. Okay, from the ground floor only. Ground floor elevation was 0. From my plinth level to this particular level, I have given a value of 300 plus this height is 45. So completely 345. So every time you'll be getting the values of the elevation only. Okay. Now I'll take up another option for the rooftop. I'm going to create a 10 centimeter roof. So in the level option itself, I'll go to the pick line and I'll change this offset to 10. So I'll select this level 6. Above level 6, I need a level. Now let us rename everything. Okay, so that I don't understand what is level 5, level 6, level 7 and all. Because if you are taking a multi-story structure, you'll be getting so many levels, right? So you need to specify any particular name to that particular level so that you can clearly understand, okay, this level is particularly to this floor and all. Okay, so now I'll select this level and change the name. So if I select that level, you can see the elevation and the name of that particular level will be changed to blue color. That means I can change that one. Now I'll change this name. I need to just select that blue color so that you can see level 4 is selected. Now I'm giving it as, naming it as lintel bottom. Just press outside, then click on yes. Select the next level. You can see level 5 is in blue color. I'll select that one. I'll change it as lintel top. Yes. Now I'll select the next level. I'll change the name of that particular level to roof bottom. Yes. And the next one as roof top. Okay. Now I can adjust the visibility of this and all. So I'll start working with this. I'll select this rooftop option and click on this elbow. I can just drag it like this. Again, I'll select this roof bottom, click on this elbow. This time bringing it like this. It's too far, I'm bringing it down. Just select this, again click on elbow. So I think almost everything is visible. Okay, we can furthermore modify it and all, okay? Now, if you want to see here, if you're feeling it as congested and all, I don't want the name of this particular level here, lintel bottom, okay? Particular level here. Instead of that, I want to get the name here. That means you're having an option here box. If you tick this one, you can see the name will be in both the sides. Lintel bottom, here the level name is in the left side as well as the right side. If you untick this right side, it will be off. That means it won't be visible here. It will be visible only in the left side. In that way, you can toggle it any level. Okay, you can just select it. If you want the name here, just tick this one. And if you don't want here, you can just untick this. Okay, now I'm bringing both to the right level itself. Okay, is it clear how to create the levels? I have just created the levels of the ground floor only. Is it clear? Any doubts in creating the levels?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let us create the walls. Okay. Now, first of all, we need to have an idea from which level to which level my wall will go. That means my brickwork will go. Okay. So as we know, brickwork will start from the plinth level and go up to the roof bottom. But in between that, I'm not talking about a framed structure, okay? I'm just talking about a normal structure, not a framed one. So the brickwork will go from plinth, plinth level to the roof bottom itself. But in between, you'll be having the lintel level or concreting, lintel beams, right? So my brickwork will start from the plinth level to the lintel bottom. Then again, my brickwork will start from the lintel top to roof bottom. Do you agree? In between, I'll be having the concrete. Do you all agree with me? Is the concept clear? Do you all agree? Should I explain again? See, my brickwork will definitely, if see, as I told you, I'm not talking about the framed structures. I'm talking about normal kind of structures, two-story buildings and all. So my brickwork will start from which level? From the plinth level to roof bottom. But in between, we'll be having the lintel beams, right? So in between, my material will be different. So my brickwork will be from the plinth level to the lintel bottom. After that, you'll be having a layer of 15 centimeter thick concrete. Above that, again, my brickwork will be there. So here, I'm just modeling my brick. First level of brickwork will start from the plinth level to my lintel bottom. Okay, so I'll start modeling my wall. So my level, in which level, from which level my brickwork will start? It will be from the plinth level. So I need to go to plinth level. So in order to open that plinth level, I need to just click on this floor plans plinth level. So double click on this plinth level. You can see my plinth level floor plan is opened. Okay. Now I'll start my wall. I'm going to create a wall of 23 centimeter thick. In this, I'm going to take up 20 centimeter brickwork and 1.5 centimeter plastering on the either sides. Okay, so there are so many wall types which are already available in Revit. Okay, so in the architectural tab, in the build panel, I'm having an option for the wall. If I click this wall option, okay, if I pick this drop down, an arrow mark is there. If I pick that option, you're having different wall options like architecture is there, structure is there, and wall by face option is there. So what we are going to model is architecture wall. So I'm going to take wall architecture. Okay, from wall, pick this drop down, take up the wall architecture. So when you take up the wall architecture, in the properties panel, you can see one basic wall generic 200 mm is already there. If I pick this drop down, you can see so many kinds of walls are already there. Okay. So you can take up any one of the wall and you can modify it according to your requirement. Or according to your wall type, you can design it. So you can see in this generic 90 mm brick is there. Now I'm going to use this brickwork and modify it according to my requirement. Okay, so I'll select this generic 90 mm brick and click on edit type because I'm going to create a new type of wall. And just click on edit type option. Then you should not change this one. If you change these parameters directly, what will happen? It will affect the whole structure. That means if I have chosen this basic wall in any one of the project, it will be getting affected in that particular project also. So for this particular project only, I'm going to create a particular type of wall. So what I'll do, I'll duplicate this wall. Okay, just like how you duplicate a sheet and all, in the same way, I'll duplicate this wall. So I'll just click on the duplicate option. So you can give a name of this, of the wall. So I'm just giving the name as wall 23 centimeter. I'm giving a name of this wall and click on OK. Now this is, that means I have duplicated and created a wall type. Now I can edit it according to my requirement. Okay, so now I need to edit the structure of this wall. So I'll in the bottom, see in the parameters tab, I'm having an option for the structure. Directly opposite to the structure, you're having an option for the edit. You click on this edit option. So you can see already one material is there, brick common. The thickness of that is 9 centimeters. As I told you already, I'm going to create a brick wall of 20 centimeter. And on the either sides, I'll be placing 1.5 centimeter thick plastering. So I need to change this thickness. I'll just click on this and change the thickness to 20 centimeter. Just click on 20 because I already have assigned the units as centimeter. After that, you can see only one material I can apply here. So if I have only one space, that means only one material can be assigned. So if I want to apply two materials, that means plastering is not only in one side, right? It should be in the on the either sides. So if I have two places to apply or two spaces to apply the material, then only I can apply the plastering. So in order to do that, I have an option here called insert. So I'll be creating two spaces. Just click on insert, insert. So I have created two spaces. Okay. So you can see both the plastering faces are above the brickwork. Let me change the thickness first. Okay, I'll change the thickness to, this is 1.5 and this is 1.5. Now my total thickness is 23. Okay, now we can see brickwork is at the bottom. Actually, how it should be, you can see here. If I click this preview option, you can see this one. You can see the preview. This is the actual plan view. You can see only on the one side itself, we are having two plastering options. So now what I am going to do, I'll just bring this serial number 4. That is my brickwork. Okay, select that one and click on up option. I can just move it up and down. If I move this to up option, you can see now my brickwork is at the center and plastering on the either sides. Okay. Now I need to bring this plastering outside the core boundary. So you can see core boundary options are there. Now I'll select the serial number 2, that is plastering, and pick up option. You can see it has come out of my core boundary. Again, next serial number 4, again that is my plastering and bringing it down to the core boundary. Okay. And if you're having like if you want to apply some putty on the inner face, you can just add one more material option here, insert. Then you can apply that particular material also. If you know the thickness and all, you can just take it and create the material. Okay. Now I'll be using only these two. Okay. Now here, what is the function of this plastering? It is actually a finish, right? So from here, structure 1, if I click this one, here I'm having different options. See, finish 1, finish 2 and all. So if it is my finish 1, I can select this finish 1. Again, from here also, it is also my finish 1 itself. If you're having putty at the bottom, from here you can change the material type to finish 2. That is my second finish. You can use that one. Okay. Painting and all no need to apply here because paint will not be having a thickness and all, right? So it should be applied on a particular area. So that we'll be doing. Just only these things we need to create. Now from here, I need to change the material. Here I have given the material as brick common. Here and here I need to just give it as plastering. For that, I need to select a material. Already so many materials and everything will be already downloaded at the time of installation. Okay, at the time of installation. So from here, I'll change my material type. From here, see, finish 1. I have selected this material. Once I select this material, okay, just check it again. I'll just click on this by category option. Then at the end, you're having 3 dots. 3 dots will be highlighted. If I select that 3 dots, it will directly take us to the material browser. Material browser. See, so many kinds of materials are already there. You can see aluminum and different and all. Some copper is there. Some materials are already here. See, roofing tiles are there. Steel is there, water material is there, wood is there, earth is also there. So many kinds of materials are already available. Okay, from here I'll just search here as concrete. So in the concrete, I'm having an option for concrete, sand, or cement screed. This material I can use it for the plaster. So select on concrete, sand, or cement screed. So I'm applying this material for the plastering. Select it, click on apply. Okay, the same material has to be assigned here also. Just select this one. Okay, select this by category. Then click on these 3 dots. It will directly take us to the material browser. I'll use this concrete, sand, or cement screed. The same one. I'll select it. Click on OK. Okay, now I have defined my kind of wall. You can see different hatch patterns are already there. Okay, I'll show you how it has come and everything. Okay, in the later classes. Just click on OK. That means already I have defined my kind of wall. Just click on OK. You can see the width of the wall is 23 centimeter. Exactly, because 20 is brickwork and 1.5, 1.5 plastering on the either sides. Click on OK again. So you can see basic wall 23 centimeter is already created, and in my property box, it is getting highlighted so that I can use that one. Okay. Now we can see different draw tools are highlighted here. Okay, so I'll start with line command. If I draw a line, a wall will be automatically generated. Okay, so before drawing my line, you can see here at the bottom, you are having some options here. See, height is there. If I pick this, you're having an option for depth and height. So I'm standing in my plinth level. From plinth level to which level it has to go? It has to go to lintel bottom. So from the plinth level, is it a depth or a height? It will be definitely height, right? So I can select this height option. Now At the next option, you are having unconnected. If I select this option, you can see all the levels what we have created is there. So till which level? It is till lintel bottom. So I'll select this lintel bottom. So now I have assigned, I am telling the software where my bottom level of the brickwork is there and top level of the brickwork is there. Okay. So I have already defined that one. In the next, I'm having an option for the location line. This is actually snap option. If I choose this, wall center line is there. If you pick on this drop down, you can see wall center is there, core center line is there, finish face exterior, finish face interior, core face exterior, core face interior. Okay, I'll show you one by one. If I take this wall center line, I'm drawing now a wall because already my line tool is there. So if I draw a line, my wall will be generated. So if I pick my first point, I'm just zooming in and I'm showing you. So which point it is tapping? It is tapping the center of the wall. If you know the center to center dimension of the rooms and all, then you can use this option. I've picked my first point. If I pick my second point, a wall will be generated. It is continuing, you can just press escape. If I press escape once, it will be coming out of that chain, continuous line. Okay, but we are still in the command. If I press escape again, I'll be completely out of that command. Okay, now I'll change this wall center line to finish face exterior. Okay, finish face exterior. Now I'm selecting this. I have selected my first point. Now if I zoom, you can see my outer face is getting selected. Okay, that means if you know the room inner dimension or external dimensions, you can use this option. If you use the space button, you can flip it also. Click on the space button so that you can flip as internal and external. Okay. So I'm just coming out of it. In the same way, finish face interior. So interior point will be picked. If you pick the space, you can see we can toggle it. Okay. Then the next option what you're having is core face exterior and core face interior. If I select this core face, you can see it is not on the outer side, not at the center. But instead of that, I'm getting a dotted line or I'm picking a line at the plastering face. Is it clear? Is it clear? That means wherever my brickwork ends in plan, that particular point is getting picked. Because I have placed my plastering outside the core boundary. Do you remember that one? That's why we are picking, I'm getting it like this. I'll show you that. In order to, if you want to see the plastering line and everything, I need to come at the bottom, as I told you, where my scale is. At the next option, you're having detail level. Okay. If you pick the detail level and convert it to fine, you can see whatever things you can see. You can see the brickwork and the concrete portion. So now I'll show you that option, core face exterior. If I pick this, see what is the position it is getting picked? That is the line between the brickwork and the plastering. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So instead of pressing escape 2 times, you can just right click and go to cancel. And again, you can just click on right click, cancel. Okay, you can use those commands also. At the bottom, again, you're having an option for the visual styles. If I come here, if I change it to realistic option, okay, I'm coming into realistic option. So you can see it has changed to realistic. You can see the brick material is there. It is realistic one. And on the other side, the plastering. Okay. In the same way, if you select this visual styles, at the top, you are having an option for the wireframe. So it will show all the lines. In the visual style itself, if I go to the hidden line, from this you cannot understand. Like in graphics and all, we have drawn dotted lines and all, no? So that portion won't be visible. I'll show you when I complete my plan and all, what is that exactly. Okay, if you want to see it in some shades and all, you can go with the shaded option. So some shaded kind of things will be visible. Okay. So I can just select it and click on delete so that we can delete it. Okay. Now let us start drawing a plan. Okay. So I'll take up the wall option, wall architecture. So from this, I'm using the same one. Okay. Wall 23. I'll use this line command itself. Okay. I'll tell you all these draw tools first, then we'll start drawing a plan. Okay, now my height of the wall will start from the plinth level. I'm in plinth level itself. So I'll start from here itself. Then uh, till what height my brickwork has to go? Till I'm selecting the height option here, and my brickwork has to go to the lintel bottom. Okay, now I can use any of these option. I'm using the finish face exterior option. Okay, now the first option is line, as I told you. I think it is clear. You can just pick first point in whichever direction you want. You can use here. We don't have ortho or polar or kind of anything. So you can just, if you move it, it will be automatically showing you the angle and all. If it is straight, it won't show you any angle in horizontal direction, in the vertical direction. So in whichever direction you want, you can just show that direction and enter the value. If I'm giving this 450, enter, you can see a wall is generated. Okay, why this is coming as a chain? Because already my chain option is ticked here. Okay, I'm just going pressing escape and click on untick this chain. And now if I start modeling my line, you can see again you need to first pick up my first point, second point. From here, if you want to start again, I need to pick up the position again. Okay, so you need to tick the chain option if you're working with plan and all. Okay. So that is line about the line tool. And the next option we are having is rectangle. If you see this rectangle itself, you can see two points are shown as blue color indication that indicates the diagonal of a rectangle. If you pick the first point of the diagonal and the second point of the diagonal, you'll get a rectangular wall. We can say a room will be generated. A rectangular room will be generated. Okay, so I'm choosing this rectangle option and picking my first point. And since I have chosen my finish face exterior, my exterior, whichever point I'm selecting, the exterior point will be picked. See my cursor? It is coming at the exterior. So whichever direction you want, you can just pick it like this. Okay, I'm changing it to wireframe. Okay. Now the next option is inscribed polygon. So I'll select this. You can see in the designation itself, it is showing we need to pick the center point as well as the radius of the circle. So I'll select this, pick the center. And if you move out, you can see, if I rotate the cursor also, you can see a polygon is getting generated. Here you can enter the number of sides and all. Okay, you can specify the number of sides. Now by default it is 6. If I want to change it to 8, I can just select 8. Now my sides has changed. Now in whichever dimension I want, I can just type those dimensions, show the direction and type the dimension. If I'm giving it as I'm giving the dimension as some 300. So the radius of that particular inscribed circle was 300. Okay, the next one is again circumscribed polygon. As you know, the polygon will be created above the circumference. That means outside the circle. So I'll select this one, pick the center point, whatever radius I'm showing, that circle is, you can see the dotted, light color circle. That indicates the circle. So I'm just giving a line as radius as 250. Okay. Then you're having an option for circle one. So you can just specify the center and you can give the outer radius. Since I have chosen here exterior, finish face exterior, that's why it is showing me exterior one. If you give it as finish face interior, then you'll be getting the interior option. So I'm giving a value of 150. Okay. The next option you can see is an arc kind of thing. Start end radius arc. So by the name itself, you can understand you need to first select the start point, then end point, then give the radius. Okay. Select that one. Start point, end point, then you can specify the radius. You can type the radius or you can just move the cursor and see whichever radius you require, you can just select it. All these can be edited. I will tell you one by one, okay? Next option you can see is center ends arc. That means you need to first of all pick the center point of the circle or arc, then starting position of the arc and the ending position of the arc. So I'm selecting my center position. This is my first position. I'm dragging it out. This is my second position. Okay, these are some tangents and all, and again ellipse you are having. In the same way, you can in this one you can just give it as a center, major axis diameter radius, and minor axis radius. Okay, so you can use this how as you have used the ellipse option and all in AutoCAD. You might be familiar of how we to use it and all. Okay, so I'm stopping with this. You can try rest of the things. Okay. So I'm coming out of the command. Now, if you want to see the 3D view of, see everything I have drawn inside my 4 cameras itself. So if you want to create a 3D view, see a 3D view, you can just click here. See, you're having an option, the quick access toolbar as default 3D. That is a house-like symbol. If you select that one, you can see the 3D view. Okay. From here, again, I'm changing my visual style to realistic. You can see the plastering coloring is visible. Okay. Now I'm changing it to wireframe. You can see the inner lines, outer lines, everything is visible. Now, if I change my detail level, sorry, my visual styles to hidden, you can see, you understood what is the difference is, right? Between the wireframe and the hidden. So wireframe means all the lines will be visible. Hidden means the hidden lines. That means backside my lines won't be visible. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay. It's clear, right? Are you facing any difficulties to understand? I'm
No, ma'am.
going fast or something like that. Should I slow down?
No,
It's okay, right?
it's all right, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. So I'll continue. I'll just go to my plinth level again. You can just double click and open it from the project browser, or otherwise, once we have opened, that particular view will be opened here. See, different tabs are there. Again, I'm going back to my plinth level. Okay. Now I'll select all these and delete it. Okay. Now I'll start modeling my actual project. So I'll take up my wall architecture. Already basic wall 23 centimeter is there. I'll choose finish face interior or exterior. Again, from here I have chosen height and lintel bottom. Okay. So I'll draw a single room and I'll show you. Okay. So I'll take up the line option itself. Okay. I'll tick my shape. I have chosen finish face interior. Okay. Now I have a room of 500 by 400. Now I'll start modeling here. I'll just pick here and drag it outside. Okay. My wall is coming above the dotted line. I'll use my space. So now what has happened? My wall is being modeled below the dotted line. So in this direction, I'm going to take it as 500. So I have picked my first point and I'm showing the direction and giving the value as 500. Typing as 500, enter. And in this direction. So inner to inner dimension, I'm telling it as 500 by 400. Okay. So in this direction again, if I want 400, type as 400. Come back here. Again, no need to type 500 because if I come back here, it will automatically snap my endpoint. See, it has automatically snapped. I have not given any value. You can see 500 blue color. That is actually a not a rough dimension. It is just a temporary dimension. but it will be of exact length. I can just pick here, again come back and join here. See, now I have created my room. Okay. So from here, if I want to draw another room of some maybe 400 by 300, again, I'll start from here. This is my inner position, not this one. If I pick this as my inner position, see what happens. My wall will start from here. What is my inner position? From here, this is my inner position. If I snap like this, you can see this is my inner position. From here, I'll be taking it outside, but it is coming again above. I need to bring that wall below. I can just click on this space. If I click the space button in this direction, I'll be taking 400, enter. And in the top direction, I need 300, 300, enter. Again, you can just come back here and close it. Just press escape. So I have already created my 2 rooms. Another option I'm having here, see, pick line option is there. Okay, so what happens is when you're going to attend some interviews or when you're going to generally do a structure, if I draw 1 by 1 rooms and all, it will take a lot of time. Instead of that, I can use this pick line option. It will just act like an offset option. Okay, so I'm taking this offset pick line option. If I pick this pick line option, you're getting an option for the offset here. So now I'm giving an offset of 350. Okay, so from here, I'm changing the value to 350. Now I'll select this wall. Okay, now I got a wall. So you might be having any having doubt that either it is from the inner one or the outer one and all. Okay, let me change my detail level to coarse so that I don't want to see that plastering and all. It is 23 centimeter brickwork only. My visibility has changed. That's all. Okay. Now I'll just press escape and come out of it. Now I'll see how to measure. At the top in the quick access toolbar itself, we are having an option to align dimension. See, align dimension. You can pick that align dimension. If you pick that align dimension, so you can see you can just measure my first measure the dimensions here. But here you are having at the tools here, you are getting the wall center, wall faces, center core and all. So I need to measure it from wall face to face, right? So I'll select this wall faces option. I'll select my first point as this wall face, second point as this wall face. And wherever you want to place this dimension, you can just pick it and place it. Okay, is it clear? First position of, so let me check here. I'll check whether the thickness of the wall is 23 or not. So first I'll select this face, select the second face. Wherever I want to place this dimension, I'll just pick there. Okay. See, now what has happened when I have chosen that pick line option from, I have selected this outer face. From the outer face, what the option while modeling the wall, what the option I have selected was the finish face interior. So from the outer face to the finish face interior face, the dimension is 300. Is it clear? Okay. I hope it is clear. Now you see I have already taken one dimension. So by mistake, I have given it as 350. Now, if I want to change it to 380, okay, 380, how I can do? Generally, what we do, we'll select it and delete it, right? Instead of that, what we can do is, see, this wall position is already fixed. I cannot move this wall position. Which wall has to be moved? This wall has to be moved. So whichever wall has to be moved, you can select that particular wall. If you select that particular wall, after doing the dimensioning only, you can use this, okay? So after selecting the particular wall, you can see my dimension has changed to blue color. That means it can be edited. I'm telling you once again, take the dimension, whichever wall you want to move, you select that particular wall. After selecting that particular wall, the dimensions has changed into an editable format. If I select this dimension 350, see, you can change that dimension. Now I'm changing how much was the dimension what we are going to do? That is 380. Change it to 380. Just pick enter. So you can see the wall has moved outside. So I'll show you once again here. Now I'm taking the dimension of this particular room, this one, okay? From here to here, first face, second face, I want to place it here. First face, second face, I want to place it here. Now I want to change this 400 to 450, this height to 450, not height, this length to 450. So I'm assuming that this wall cannot be changed because it is already, that wall is also shared with this room. So I don't want to change this particular wall. Instead of that, I want to change this wall. So this is the dimension what I'm going to change from 400 to 450. So what I'll do, I'll select this wall. After selecting that wall, automatically my dimension changed into an editable format. Click on that particular dimension and change the value to 450. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in this way, you can take the dimension, check the dimension and do it. Because while drawing itself, that means while modeling the floor plans and all itself directly, first of all, you need to check these dimension and verify it whether it is correct or not. Okay. So after checking everything, I can just select it and remove it. Okay. Remove the dimensions and all. Okay. Now we can, let me show you some of the modify commands. Okay. I want to modify something. If I go to this modify option, see, and the top modify tab is there. If I pick this modify tab, some of the options are available in the modify panel. You can see align is there, offset, move, copy, rotate, array, and everything is there. So what are things required while doing the modeling? I'll just tell you. Okay. The next thing is if I select this wall, you can see two circles are highlighted here. I can just use those circles, pick those circles in order to shorten that line and all. That means not line, wall. Okay. So now if I want to align, if I want to use this align option, what I'll do is I'll take up this align. The shortcut is AL. Okay. I'm using this align. Now I want to align the face of this wall, this face to this particular wall. Okay. So first of all, I need to show the destination to which position. So I need to align this wall face to this position. So I'll select this one first, then I'll select this. Okay. So in this way, you can align it. Next. So first you need to show the destination, next the source. Okay. Hope it is clear. Next, I'll choose this move option. Move is exactly same as in the AutoCAD itself. I'll select this. If I want to move, I'll use this option. Move shortcut is MV. Okay, I'll select this move. Need to pick up a base point. You can just move it whichever direction you want. Okay. Next one is copy. You can select this copy option. Select this one. Click on enter. You can pick the base point and you can just take a copy. Because multiple is ticked here, it is coming multiple times. If it is unticked, you'll get only one time. Okay. Again, rotate. If I want to rotate this, what I'll do, I'll select this rotate option. Select the member which you want to rotate, select it, then click on enter, and axis will be developed. So that will be my base axis. So this is my base. I'll show this as my base. And from this, I want to rotate in this direction. Automatically dimension will be coming. See? Okay. So if you want to give it as some 45, you can just type 45 and click on enter. Since it has been entered into my previous wall, it has been merged. Okay. So that is rotate. Next one is fillet. So it is actually trim or extend to corner. Okay. So that means if I trim or extend to corner means I can say it as in AutoCAD, if I take up the fillet option and give the radius value as 0, what will happen? it will join two perpendicular lines with an angle, join perpendicular two perpendicular lines with the sharp edges, right? In the same way, you can use it. I can use trim or extend option. So now I want to combine this line and sorry, this wall and this wall. I'll select this wall, then click on the next wall. So that wall will be getting extended. So that is this one. Now let me draw some walls first. Okay, some walls are like this. Okay. Now I'll go to modify tab. In the modify tab, the first option is trim or extend. It can trim or it can extend. Okay. I'll choose this trim or extend option. Okay. Now this is my main element. So I want to keep this main element and trim this extra portion. Cut this extra portion. So I'll select this, then select this. So whatever things should be retained, that should be selected, not cut one. Okay. So what I'm selecting this trim or extend. This is my base. I need to keep it here. I want to cut this. Okay. So I'll select this. Whatever thing has to be retained, that has to be selected. Okay. Now what it has done is it has trimmed, right? This is actually a single trim option. This is actually multiple trim. Okay. Now if I bring this wall down, now it has to get extended, right? So what I can use the same command. It will work for trim as well as extend. So I'll select this. So this is the main wall. I'll select this one. What has to be extended? This has to be extended. Select it. Okay. So if I take this one, trim or extend multiple elements. So I don't want this, this, and this. So I'll choose this trim or extend option. I'll select this wall. Then I want this, this, this. So those are these commands. Is it clear? I have told align, move, copy, rotate, trim or extend to corner, trim or extend single, and trim or extend multiple. Now I'll show you the offset option. Offset is nothing but same as in AutoCAD itself. I'll take this offset. Shortcut is OF. I'll select this and you can give a value here. If you don't want a copy, you can untick that one. So it will be automatically moved. If you want a copy, you can just select this. Okay. So it is ticked. I'll give a value of 150. So select this wall. It is a copy of that wall is generated. Now you want to see what is 150 actually. So from here to here. So whichever point I'm picking from that point to the next. That means if I'm taking a copy of this means from this point to this point. If I'm selecting this wall, this position of the wall, then from here to inner position of the wall, it will be 150. Is it clear? Okay, so for the time being, I'm stopping for today's session. I'm stopping it here. I'll tell you how to do the how you can download the software. Okay, then you can download and then you can practice till this. From tomorrow's class, we'll be starting by 5 itself. We'll start by 5 o'clock itself and continue to 6:30. In the group, I'll share you a link. In that will be a OneDrive link. Okay. In that link itself, I'll be sharing all the recordings, day 1, day 2, day 3 recordings, all the recordings in that particular drive. And whatever things I give you for practice and all, everything will be shared in that particular OneDrive itself. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So I'll show
So,
you
Kshitija?
the install.
Kshitija,
Yes,
are you there?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
I hope you understood.
Okay, I'll just show you the installation portion again. Okay. So you need to just go to autodesk.com. Okay, autodesk.com. If you go to that autodesk.com, okay, if you pick this, just a second. If you pick this sign in option, you'll get an option to create an account. Okay, just click here and create your account. Okay, so after creating the account, kindly share your profile one. That means log into your Autodesk. So let me log in first. I'll show you. Okay, just sign in. So after logging into your account, just select this profile option here. If you pick this and send the screenshot, that means your name and your mail ID will be there. You send that, I'll give the access. Once I give the access, you'll get a mail. It may be in spam and all, okay? So you check that one also. After you get the mail, you just go to again this profile option. In that, you are having an option for the products and services. Click on this products and services. After clicking on this products and services, once you get the access, your software will be visible here. Okay, since I'm having access to all the products, you'll be having only the Revit. Okay, Revit option. This will be there. From here, you can just select the version. From here, you can just pick it and you can select the version from 2023 to 26. You can use. Don't download 26. You can either use 23, 24, or 25. Okay, then just click on this install option. Okay, after clicking on this install option, you'll get downloaded, you'll be downloading .exe file. Okay, once that .exe file is downloaded, just right click on that and click on run as administrator, then it will install. While installing, if you're facing any issue, just take a screenshot and send it to that WhatsApp group so that I can just answer you. Okay, so while practicing, kindly practice it, then only you can understand next day's class. Okay, so while practicing also, if you're facing any difficulty or not understanding, you can just message me in that group so that I can answer you. Is it clear? Once the recording
ma'am.
is ready, I'll create a link, OneDrive link, and share it in the group.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it clear, everyone? Having any doubts, we can discuss. If no, we can wind up. Any doubts?
Yes. No.
Okay. Okay, then thank you.
No, no, no.
Become
Is it clear from your side? Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We will bind up.
Yeah. Okay, then we'll get back tomorrow at the same time. The same link can be used. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then thank you.
Thank you.